Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. I am having a blessed evening, yes. So I have one of my favorite artists, Sade, on. So let's get right into this. Let's jump right into this, right? Um, it's kind of late. I wasn't really gonna go live, but I said, let me go live. Then after this, I'm about to go live again to talk about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and its worth. So check that out, right? So, we got a judge that ruled against Trump. That ruled against Trump, right? And mysteriously, her house caught on fire. Her house caught on fire. I'm gonna read a little bit, and you be the judge of it, right? It says, I'm just gonna say, Judge Goodstein, who ruled against the Trump administration in a high-profile voting registration case, and had been walking her dogs on a beach with her 1.1 million beach home went up in flames around midday on Saturday. That's crazy. That's crazy. You walking I'm happy that nobody didn't get hurt and stuff like that, but it's suspect. It's suspect. The reason why it's suspect, I'm happy that you waited for her to come outside her house, basically her home, and while you do your dirty work, allegedly, who knows who did it? I hope and pray that she had cameras around her home to actually see while the investigation go on. A home like that should have cameras. Every house have surveillance system, has cameras around her house. If she don't have surveillance cameras around her house, being that a judge, there's something fishy going on there. There's something fishy going on there, I'm not going to jump to conclusion, but if it looks like the way it looks like, the indigenous descendants would love to send our condolence and I love to you, and I support and I respect to you. You know what I'm saying? Of losing your home. I know, we want to send our love and our support to you. Nobody should have to go through this, after blocking a person from a high-profile case and something like this happened. That's not right. It's not right, And this probably was a home that was passed down from generation to generation. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't dug deep into it. I'm just looking at the act. And me personally, I hope and pray that she did have cameras in her home. If you a judge, so everybody, how you doing? How you doing? Hello? So everybody, you don't know you a judge, so you got to protect yourself. So you got to have surveillance system around your house. You feel me? Ain't nobody's going to creep up like that and torch your house because you got alerts on your phone. The alerts is on your phone. And you a judge. And you a judge. For you not to have surveillance and a system in your home alone system, it doesn't make any sense because you a judge. Anything can happen. You have to protect your security. So I'm not saying that I'm not buying it, but it looks fishy. It looks fishy. So after they do their investigations, let them do their investigation. But to be a judge and not have surveillance system in your home or around your home is suspect. Now, if she had surveillance system of her home and the person was watching her from a distance, waiting for her to make a move, right? While she get on the phone, while she on a cell phone, or while she using a landline or something like that, right? And they waited for her to make a move, walk her dog, and go over there and have somebody in the bushes waiting they mass up and everything, go in there and torch your home, I can see that happen, you know. So it's an investigation. But you're supposed to have cameras in your home. I'm talking about the judge that blocked Judge Goodstein, who ruled against Trump administration in a high-profile voting registration case, had been walking her dogs on the beach when her 1.1 million beach home went up in flames. That's what I'm talking about. And they blame it on Miller Steven, Trump bulldog. They blame it on him because he's running his mouth about her and about everything, you know, because they probably want to set off Project 25. And this put a monkey wrench inside their plans. A lot of judges, a lot of people is not feeling that. So who knows? Allegedly, this is all allegedly. We don't know. Let them do the investigation. But I hope and pray that she had surveillance system in her home and cameras so that they can see the perpetrator and see what went down. Who knows? But to be a judge, you are a judge nowadays. You're going to have an alarm system. You're going to have surveillance system. You're going to have cameras because you got packages coming to your home. And it looked like that was a big home. That was a big home, you know. And it went up in flames. So we have to look at it, but it looked fishy to me. It looked fishy to me. You know, it looked fishy to me. And we got to sit and wait. But it looks like foul play. In my descriptions, I said I want to send the love and respect for her, the indigenous descendants. We want to send that out. If it went left, the way I said it, if it went left, that somebody did that and she didn't have no cameras, and they knew that she didn't have cameras, so it was easy access for them to run up and burn her house up and do whatever they needed to do in her home, we want to send our love and our respect the indigenous people. But if nobody did that, you understand what I'm saying? And nobody ain't do that, and you got cameras in your home and stuff like that, whatever. I take the indigenous descendants take our love back. We take our love back, but we want to send our love and our respect to this judge, Goodstein. Goodstein. We want to send our love and respect to her. It's Goodstein. I apologize for that. I'm sorry. I said Goodstein. Goodstein. You know, so we wanna send our love to this judge. If it showed on camera somebody, you know, see her leaving out the house, walking with her dogs and stuff like that, and then went in there and did that, that's cool. We want to send our respect and love. But if she didn't have no cameras, she didn't have no surveillance system, and somebody ran up in there and torched it, we also want to send our love for that. But you understand what I'm saying? If you're a judge, you're supposed to have cameras because you're not going to always be constant in your home. So you need to check your phone. You're going to have alerts going off. Alerts going to go off on your phone, on your email, stuff like that, letting you know that somebody's around your house, stuff like that. You know, if she didn't have that, I don't know what type of, you know, vibe or energy she was on, or who the people that was around her not caring about her whereabouts. You understand what I'm saying? So she need to check that. Get those people away from her. That's not giving her knowledge with her understanding so she can protect herself as a judge. If we going that way. But if she got cameras and somebody ran up there and did that, then we'll see. So, you know, this is an actual true fact. So, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, you know. It's looking fishy, man. We just have to see. You see, as long as that she's not hurt, she's not dead. Her dog is not dead. None of her pets, you know. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that, you know. I'm happy about that, but it don't look right. It don't look right, you know. It just don't look right. It really don't, you know. And I want to send my love and respect to her, you know, because she just blocked Trump administration, and they went in on her. And then right after that, her house got torched. So, you know, I dropped $680 for this. $680. So, but you know, this is the actual true facts, man. You know? And let's see, you know? I'm about to go live right now after 11:45, okay? I'm about to go live again. That's going to be really, really good. So, thank you so much for being here. Peace, y'all. Peace.